Yesterday after work, I had to take my brother to pick up his car from the shop. So we did that and then hit the bar that we usually go to on Wednesdays, and we had dinner. After we ate, we went outside to the little patio area and smoked and sat there and talking about he's got a date this weekend, and we were discussing that. Well, this man comes out to have a cigarette, and I've kind of known this man for a couple years now since I've been going to this bar. Him and his best friend are always talking to me about stuff at work. They shop there and they always come to me for deals. So this man ends up joining my brother and I, and he's telling us about, he'd gotten a divorce after 25 years of marriage and kind of hit the bottle a little hard after that, got a couple DUIs and, just, stuff like that. And he's telling all these stories about growing up and very interesting, actually. Well, in one of his stories, he says that he has family involved in the cartel. So this piques my brother's interest quite a bit, and my brother says, "Now, can I ask you a question? I'm not trying to offend you whatsoever." The guy's like, "Sure." My brother says, "Well, since you have family involved in this, would you have any leads on good substances?" This guy just starts grinning, and my brother's going on and on about how he likes the finest things and the finest drink and the finest smoke and the finest substances, and a lot of the stuff that you find around here is kind of crappy. And this guy's just grinning, and my brother says, "And just so I'm not a cop or anything. I'm just, retired and wanting to live life to the fullest." And this guy's got this huge grin on his face, and he looks at my brother and he looks at me, and I said, "Just for the record, this is all for him. I have zero interest whatsoever." And he kind of nodded and he says, "Well, just for the record, I'm a retired police officer." Yeah, it was quite interesting. He'd been on the force for 20 years and retired, but leave it to my brother to, discuss that with a retired cop. But my brother didn't skip a beat, and he says, "Well, knowing that information, you probably have some better local sources." Yeah, he got nowhere with that, by the way, but leave it to my brother. You guys have a great day.